and welcome back to another Cozy Tarot Sunday. So today will be the forecast, the weekly forecast for March 8th to the 14th. And if you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. And please give this video a thumbs up. It is very appreciated and it helps me in the long run. So, as always, we'll be using the tarot for self-care for the self-care part of the reading. And this book is by Minerva Siegel. Obviously, as always, everything is linked in the description box below. So if you like anything and want to get it, I made things handy and easy for you. And the links are non-affiliated or sponsored. So, reading, like usual, what to expect this week, what to focus on this week, challenge you might face, what should you leave behind, and obviously the self-care activity for the week. So let's go ahead and start shuffling. So, I'm going to shuffle. Okay, let's start pulling some cards. And lastly, self-care. I'm just going to move things over a little bit so you can see all the cards. Okay, there we go. So in the first position, we have what to expect this week. We have the Chariot. So the Chariot is all about movement. So moving forward, getting things done. So you'll definitely have a week. This week will definitely be a week for getting a lot of things done. Projects, to-do lists, tasks that you might have, moving forward on certain things that you've been maybe putting off, or maybe things that you haven't been sure about. There'll definitely be movement in those areas. So you'll definitely be moving forward. Now, the Chariot is not a fast moving card. It's something that you do gradually. So maybe you've started stuff previously and now, and maybe you started things and they didn't really move the way you wanted. This week they will be going the way you want them to be going. So if you have goals, if you have projects, to-do lists, tasks, you'll get them done this week. And this week will probably be a week that's going to be very busy for you. It's going to be a very busy week. So in the position for what to focus on this week, we have the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords is all about making decisions. You have two options, but it's about not making decisions blindly. So you see that she has a blindfold on. She's holding two swords. You don't want to make decisions blindly. So what you want to focus on this week is making sure that any decisions that you make throughout the week, that you're making them with open eyes, and that you're really looking at what could be the consequence of certain decisions and what are like the pros and cons of making certain decisions. So that's really what you want to focus on this week, is just making sure that your eyes are open to exactly what you are deciding. So in the next position, we have for a challenge that you might face, we have the Hangman. So the Hangman is all about perspective and how you view things. Now, if we could relate this to the other two, the I think the challenge that will be faced this week is, again, not opening your eyes to all possibilities. So that can go with the focus, and that's going to be a challenge for you. So maybe you're not always open to having all perspectives and having all of or making pros and cons lists, and making sure that the decision that you're making is fully rounded and that you won't regret the decision later on. So you want to open your eyes with the Hangman, and that will be a challenge for you. So focus on pros and cons lists for making decisions. I think that's how you'll overcome this challenge, is really just making sure that you can really open your eyes to everything that's going on to make a proper decision. And that comes with perspective, obviously, because you're really deep diving into the decision and just sitting with it, and then making sure that the perspective that you're getting is from all sides. And that could be a challenge, definitely, for many people when it comes to decision making. And then a lot of the time people regret their decisions afterwards because they didn't really sit with the decision or the options that they had. So that's a challenge that you might face this week, but you want to make sure that in order to overcome this challenge, you really focus on the pros and cons of what's going on around you and what kind of decisions and options you have for your decisions. And because of this, you're gonna have a very busy week, because this is a lot going on already. When you have decisions to make, and you have a ton of options to choose from, and then you really have to sit down and really think about it and focus on it, and making sure that you have all the perspectives from all sides to make that decision. And already you have a bunch of things that you need to get done for the week. So that definitely is going to be a lot this week. It's definitely going to be a lot. So then in the position of what to leave behind this week, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is literally all about working hard and putting in a lot of work in order to see abundance be returned to you. Now, in terms of leaving behind, you have to think of it in terms of, you have so much going on, you have decisions to be making, you have to really look deep into those decisions to make sure that you're making the right ones. What you need to leave behind is not prioritizing things. So when you are working too hard and you have too many things, you're taking on too much, you can get overwhelmed pretty easily. So you want to leave that behind for this coming week and make sure that you're prioritizing the things that are actually important for this week and what actually needs to get done. So one decision is already a big thing. Then you have to-do lists. Looking at your to-do list for each day and the tasks that you have to get done for the week, and projects that you have ongoing, if you have any, or goals that you want to work towards. Pick, one thing from each category that's actually really important and needs to get done this week. Once you do that, you'll be less overwhelmed because you have less on your plate, but also you'll still get stuff done. And then whatever else needs to get done, it'll get done eventually. You just don't have to do everything at once. We're not superhuman people. We are regular Joe Blows, and we need rest and relaxation. So leave behind being overwhelmed and, the imbalance of just putting in too much in one area of your life, in order to focus on actually balancing everything out, is pretty much what this is saying. And then lastly, we have the Six of Cups for self-care. Okay, Six of Cups. So Six of Cups is traditionally about memories. It could be about generosity. It could be about your childhood. There's a lot of things that the Six of Cups can mean. So I will find in the book. So again, it's Tarot for Self-Care by Minerva Siegel, linked in the description box below. So I will find the page for the Six of Cups and read the self-care activities. And as always, you don't have to actually do these self-care activities. They're just ideas. If something interests you, then great. If not, and only a little bit interests you, you can change it up. You can really do whatever it is you'd like. You could do one, you could do two, you could do all three, you could do none. As long as you put in some kind of self-care, because self-care is very important, especially for maintaining balance. Self-care is very important. So putting in something, even if it's not this, just put in some kind of self-care for yourself. So we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so as always, self-care activities are mind, body, spirit. So for the Six of Cups, for mind, we have reconnect with your sense of wonder and amazement. Visit the ocean and contemplate its enormous depth. Go stargazing. Do something that reminds you that the universe is unimaginably magnificent. So if you can't do those things, I would just suggest maybe sitting outside a bit. If it's not too cold, you could put a jacket on. If you have like maybe some forest near you, maybe just going for a walk, like those are good options as well. Then for body, book a massage session or make time to massage your own body at home. You'll feel so rejuvenated. So obviously during this time of COVID, I don't know if you can actually book a massage or go to a spa or anything like that. So just make sure that you're staying safe during this time and you're following the guidelines of wherever you're living. And again, if you can't book a massage, which in my head I wouldn't suggest anyway because of COVID, but you can always do it at home if you have, one of those massage things. There's like so many on the market. You could always get one from Amazon or something and do that. And then lastly, spirit. Look within to explore what it is you want, then practice asking for it clearly and effectively. So to me, this is all about manifestation. So maybe working on your manifestation and manifesting goals and the things you want in your life. So that is the Six of Cups for self-care. So I do thank you so much for watching. As always, take what resonates with you. Let me know in the comments if anything resonated with you and how you found this reading. If there's anything you feel I should change up, do let me know. I love feedback and I love hearing from everyone. So again, thank you so much for watching. This reading was for March 8th to the 14th. And I do hope that you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell to be notified and give this video a like because it's always appreciated. And have a great day.